for me, nature's kind of like showing you something all the time, really. The fact that it's changing so much, the fact that you can get up in the morning and it's one weather, and then you kind of move out through the day and it's completely different, really. The sort of sky's changing all the time, and I think just something about, there was something that Doug was talking about when we was in our groups, which is to do with like kind of getting into more of a natural rhythm. So I suppose I've noticed when, because I haven't sort of walked as much recently, but I had a whole period when I was doing a lot of walking, like going out kind of on my own and going to the Peak District, and I just found that it just really helped me let go of things. So the whole thing of the journey from kind of home all the way out to the peaks and then walking in the peaks, and kind of give it a sort of 2 or 3 hours, I just felt really, well, very kind of embodied, very connected, really at ease, quite joyful.
If you've got any issues, work-related issues, yeah, it almost feels like that's the entire world, you know, that you can be so absorbed in that. I think by coming back to nature, it just reminds you, you can just kind of experience that actually it isn't, you know, and you can feel the vastness, you know, the beauty of nature, and then suddenly you can kind of see yourself within it, and actually any kind of issues you've got, you know, are very small in comparison to what's going on around, you know.
Yes.
I think when I'm out in nature, you've got the space to reflect more, and I think you can open up, because it's so open and big. The landscapes you're usually in are usually quite big. You can kind of open up and relax, and I guess you're not with other people usually, so you can be yourself and be more aware of who you really are.
I've sort of been brought up sort of in the countryside, and it's a fantastic backdrop, you know, sort of nice garden with a stream at the bottom of the garden, and in the field beyond there's meadow with cows, and I just feel that when I'm really tapping into that, I'm not really so self-absorbed with, you know, my you know, personal difficulties, you know, it's so easy to get swept along with those. So I do see like a correlation. It's almost like an expansive nature of mind. You know, when you really tap into nature, you're not so sort of absorbed in your own petty, small sort of issues that come along. So that's why, yeah, I love going on, you know, long walks. You know, I like camping. You know, things where I just, you know, if I feel like disconnected at all, you know, I like to reconnect by, you know, doing these kind of activities.
It comes through the seasons, and you see the trees come into seed, and then you see the propellers coming off the trees, and then come back 6 months later and there's a 1 foot high new tree growing. And it's change, it's something that's come from the older tree, it's been passed down, and it's growing, and it's already got roots set there where it's going to make it stand in life. And just seeing how things change and grow, and how the elements feed that, the sunshine and the water and the wind.
Yes.
So every time the wind moves something, it makes it a bit stronger.
You know, I'm quite a keen gardener, so I guess in that way, I have a lot of contact with the earth and with the land, and being out in nature, kind of usually every weekend. Really, it can be a very good mindful practice, actually. You know, to get away from the sort of normal daily life, just doing that, just doing a bit of gardening and growing stuff, and just, you know, tending it, and just seeing things grow, and having that, I suppose, nurturing really, and then eating the produce. Great.